Okay, guys. Okay. This is your boy BJ. Now I'm good. We are fucking good. Man, what a struggle it is to get this motherfucking shit working like it's supposed to be working. What a struggle, guys. What a struggle. But I got all my settings right. I got everything good. Everything is fucking good. We are in the money. We are in the motherfucking money. So, guys, a lot of shit is on the screen. A lot of shit on the screen. Let's talk, guys. Let me make sure I got everything I need. Get everything I need to get this shit started. Let's go. So, man, Conor McGregor is the wildest man I've ever seen. I'm telling you. Conor McGregor is probably the wildest man I've ever seen. Now, we know we got this big fight coming up. This is a super fight. McGregor versus Cowboy is a super fight. I mean, it is what it is. This is two of the most notable names in MMA. Not maybe, Cowboy may not be the most notable name, you know what I'm saying? But Cowboy, to the hardcore fans out here, Cowboy Cerrone is a huge name in MMA. Huge name. He has a lot of records under his belt. He has a lot of fights under his belt, and his demeanor, he's one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet. But when he gets into the octagon, it's a whole nother story. Cowboy's a fucking savage. Now, let me get my charger, y'all. Now, Conor, on the other hand, just skyrocketed to fame. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Conor McGregor fan, but I must admit, Conor McGregor is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He is a solid fighter, you know what I'm saying? But he's prone to erratic behavior. He's not as well-rounded as his fame says he is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Conor, and he says things, man, that he says and does things that are very questionable. Like, he says and does things that are extremely questionable, like punching old men or throwing dollies through buses, or you know what I'm saying, like doing things that crazy people do. You know what I'm saying? So, but he had this interview, guys, and what it was, some of the things that he said, man, I just didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Let me share this video, y'all. Some of the things I just didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? He did this recent interview talking about the upcoming McGregor fight, man. But it was just, hold on, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, the upcoming Cerrone fight. And he was, of course, asked about. Okay, now all of a sudden now, guys, the latest news is McGregor is going to be a stand-in for Khabib versus Tony in case something was to happen with this fight. If Khabib versus Tony falls through, and then Conor McGregor, of course, is the replacement. You know what I'm saying? And so they were talking about, the possible rematch with Khabib, and Conor just goes on this tangent saying about how he's got Khabib shaking in his boots. Now, I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds to process that shit. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to process that shit starting now. Now, y'all tell me, did that begin to make any sense to y'all whatsoever? Because it didn't make any sense to me. It never made sense to me that he thinks that he's got Khabib any kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really confused me, is that he really believes that he's got, he really believes that Khabib is, for one, scared of him currently, and for two, he also said that Khabib was running scared from him in the actual fight. Guys, I don't understand this. Like, I don't understand what Conor McGregor means when he says that Khabib was running scared in the octagon. Like, I mean, guys, the people who are watching, you guys let me know, when was Khabib running scared in the fight with Conor McGregor? To me, that was just a promotional statement. It was like he kept saying how he's a different animal and then he's back, you know what I'm saying? He's more focused than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like he was just saying that to kind of get people back on his team, man, because we seen him get destroyed. But like I made a video just a little while ago about this, y'all, a video short. And the only thing I could translate from that was that on the feet, Khabib is going to be cautious on the feet. He's going to be super cautious on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're fighting a sniper like Conor McGregor, man, like Conor McGregor can put you away. You know what I'm saying? It's just the question is, could he put somebody like Khabib away? Like Khabib got hit by Michael Johnson, man. Khabib got hard. Khabib got hard. Khabib got hit hard by Michael Johnson. So we can see Khabib can take a punch. But the cautiousness that I saw was just Khabib trying to really pick his spots. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dogging Conor, I'm not praising Khabib, but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, like, for me, it was more like Khabib was just trying to pick his spots. And I feel like that's what was going on. I feel like Khabib was just trying to pick his shot, and he landed that big right hand on Conor and dropped him. I think that is the type of moment that Khabib was waiting for. I never felt like Khabib was scared of Conor at all, because after Khabib dropped Conor, you know what I'm saying, and in that, what was it, the third round maybe? I may be getting the rounds fucked up, y'all, so don't blame me for that. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Conor, like, after Khabib dropped him, Khabib stood and banged with Conor on the feet to show, hey, yo, I can do this too. And even on the feet, and Conor may have outlanded him when Khabib chose to stand and trade with him, but it wasn't this crazy blowout like Conor was saying it was. Like Conor was saying that, like he was saying he outstruck Khabib like he never got taken down. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Khabib beat you so bad on the ground. And then did y'all catch how Dominic Cruz was saying that that Conor wasn't tired, that Conor was just trying to tire Khabib out? Like Dominic Cruz was really sucking on Conor McGregor's nuts during that fight, guys. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, guys, go back and watch the fight and listen to Dominic Cruz. Listen to Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz was riding. He was riding Conor McGregor's face in that fight, man. I mean, it was the most bizarre thing. It's the most bizarre shit I ever heard. And I usually, guys, I'm a big Dominic Cruz fan. Like, Dominic Cruz transitioning into commentating was one of the best career moves he could have ever done. It was one of the best career moves that he could have ever fucking done, because he's not fighting right now. We don't know what's going on with his fight career. You know what I'm saying? But for but for him to say that, man, when Khabib not give Khabib the credit, that was kind of like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dominic Cruz, he was riding Conor's nuts so bad in that fight, man. It's like, dude, you're not giving Khabib any credit for getting the takedown, for dominating him on the ground, for holding his own on the feet. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give him the credit. But what can I say, guys? What can I say? They're the one getting paid to do this shit, not me. They're the ones getting paid to do this shit, not me. So I just, I found that bizarre, in that fight that Dominic Cruz would, say that, would say those kind of things. And then for two, that Dominic Cruz, that McGregor would go on and say, that he had Khabib scared in the fight. I didn't notice him I just didn't notice Khabib being scared in that fight. But anyway, guys, we got Cowboy versus McGregor coming up. You know what I'm saying? That fight was in the past. Let's talk about a fight that's happening right now, and that is McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone. So, with that being said, guys, this is an interesting stylistic matchup. Now, you guys know, my faithful followers out there, you know I did a video, guys, on what Cerrone's coach had to say about Conor McGregor. And to be honest with you, I sort of kind of agreed with what he said. You know, I kind of agreed with what he said. You know, that Conor is not, there's not a whole lot to Conor. You know what I'm saying? People fucking attack the shit out of me for saying this, you know what I'm saying? But saying that I agree with him. Attack the coach. The coach is who said it. Cowboys coach said it, not me. I just agreed with it. Don't kill the messenger, guys. I just agreed with what he said. You know what I'm saying? Conor, and I got to give credit where it's due. He has worked on his defensive grappling. His defensive grappling has improved tremendously. And guys, I want to real quick, guys. I want to give a shout out to my nephew who has started his YouTube channel. So you guys go and subscribe to King Leon on YouTube. So yeah, he's learning the podcasting world, guys. He's learning how to upload videos. He's following his uncle's footsteps, guys. So, you know, go give King Leon a subscribe on YouTube. Anyway, stylistic wise, man, you know, I felt like Cerrone's coach hit it head on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing we have to really worry about is the left hand. You know, the left hand in the first round is the only thing really that Cowboy has to worry about. But I would go a little bit deeper and say, you know, Conor does throw nice kicks. You know what I'm saying? Conor does throw some wild kicks. That if those kicks land, you know, and you know, Donald Cerrone is like a 98 Honda Accord with 120,000 miles on. I won't say more than 120,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? So he has got some wear and tear on him. Cerrone's got a lot of wear and tear on him. He's got more wear and tear on him than Conor does, for sure, because he's been in more wars. And, you know, he hasn't had as many fights as Cerrone. So McGregor hasn't taken the damage that Cowboy Cerrone has taken over the years. So if he could catch him, if he could catch Cerrone with a kick or catch Cerrone with that left hand in the first round, it could be lights out for Donald Cerrone. But then, you know, because this fight is at 170, Conor has made a physical transformation. Conor does apparently hit harder at 170. So we got to put that into consideration, guys. You know, that is playing into this fight, especially being at 170. You know what I'm saying? But also another thing that has to factor in is McGregor's cardio at 170 is not good. McGregor's, you know what I'm saying? McGregor's cardio at 170 is his cardio at 155 is not that good. Conor's cardio period is not that good. You know what I'm saying? So that's a huge advantage that Donald Cerrone has over Conor McGregor. For one, the skill set, and for two, the cardio, the longevity that he can go. Cowboy can go 5 rounds. Cowboy can go 5 rounds like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's McGregor who fades in the later rounds. So I believe that if Cowboy can drag this fight past midpoint of round 2, maybe round 3, if he can drag this into the later rounds, he wins this fight. But Cowboy Cerrone is also dangerous out of the gate as well. Cowboy striking is just as good as anybody's. But the secret weapon that Cowboy has is Cowboy can take this fight to the ground. Cowboy Cerrone can take this fight to the ground. And if he takes this fight to the ground, it can be a short night for Conor McGregor. It can be a very short night for Conor McGregor. Let's say Cerrone goes immediately for a takedown. You know what I'm saying? If he pulls a Ben Askren and goes immediately for a takedown, this fight could be over. This fight could be a first round finish. Theoretically, this fight could be a first round finish. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then speaking of this interview, guys, McGregor goes on to to further this banter with Justin Gaethje. Guys, I swear to you, I'm not a Conor McGregor hater. I mean, I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor, but I'm not a Conor McGregor hater. But man, if Conor was to get in there with Justin Gaethje, I mean, it can go either way, man. Justin Gaethje can go. It can go either way. Like, we can see Justin Gaethje just get pieced up on the feet, because we know that Justin Gaethje is reckless. Justin Gaethje don't care. You know, it is what it is with Justin Gaethje. Like, Justin Gaethje gonna bang with you no matter what. So that could be a potential matchup after, if he beats Cerrone at welterweight, he could be going back down to lightweight to face Justin Gaethje, and the winner of that fight could possibly fight Khabib. You know, Conor could end up fighting Khabib again. You know what I'm saying? Or Khabib, he could end up fighting Khabib again, or Justin Gaethje can finally get his long-awaited title shot. Because Justin Gaethje for sure deserves a title shot, guys. Justin Gaethje's been in it. Guys, I know this stream is lagging, but when it starts to lag, just close it and open it back up. That's the best I can do, guys. YouTube does not like No Filter MMA. I'm telling you, YouTube does not like No Filter MMA, because I have problems every time I try to log on here and do a live stream. So I'm doing what I can, guys. Doing what I can. But you guys that's watching, let's talk. And tell me what you guys are really thinking about this Cowboy McGregor fight. Because this fight is huge. I mean, this, even though it's at welterweight and they kind of do anything for Conor, they fight Conor at any weight. They let Conor fight at any weight. You know what I'm saying? He fighting it, but I do agree with what a lot of people are saying, that how does a win at 170 warrant put Conor back in the top echelon of 155? I mean, that doesn't make sense, man. But then again, this is Conor McGregor, so they're gonna do everything they can for Conor McGregor. You know, I mean, they're gonna do anything for him. But Kamaru Usman, the champion, had something to say about that. And he said that, you know what I'm saying, Kamaru Usman says that he would hurt Conor McGregor. And I believe it. I honestly believe that Kamaru Usman would hurt Conor McGregor in a fight. I think that Colby Covington would hurt I think Colby would hurt him in a fight. I think Tyron would sleep him. I mean, look at the top. Welterweight is not the division for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor loses to anybody in the top 10. I mean, Damian Maia would be his kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Conor was to go to 170 and face somebody like Damian, I mean, I'm not even going to go to the top. I'm going to talk Damian Maia here, guys. And I'm not harping on Damian Maia. You guys know I love Damian Maia. But I mean, a career for Conor McGregor at 170 is short-lived. I mean, come on, man. Colby, Kamaru, Tyron, Thompson. If even, I mean, Damian Maia, dude, that would be his worst nightmare. That would be his worst nightmare at 170. So, I mean, I understand wanting to fight Cowboy at 170, because Cowboy is not his best at 170. He's not. So Conor's going to be, I mean, even though Conor's going to be out of his weight class, he's fighting another guy that's out of his weight class. We've seen how Cerrone did at 170, and it was not good. Man, he got knocked out by Darren Till. He got knocked out by a lot of people. So 170 is definitely not where Cowboy, these guys are both 155 pounders, and that's where they need to stay, if you want me to be honest. You know what I'm saying? All right, King George, let's see what you got to say. Khabib blocked me on Twitter just because I sent him pictures of balloons. Bro, you have to tell me what a picture of balloons would mean to Khabib, because I don't know what that means, bro. You're going to have to explain that to me. But guys, if any of you, all right, guys, a few more people filing in. I see you. Hey, guys, the lines are open. If you got something that you want to say, about Conor making stupid statements about Khabib running from him and that Khabib was running from him, the lines are open. You have to have Google Hangouts. And you see Google Hangouts up in the top right corner of this right here. The lines are open. Drop your email address in the comments and I will call you on Google Hangouts and I will let you say what it is that you have to say. The lines are open. The lines are open. But yeah, man, I'm waiting on King George to tell me what the picture of balloons means to Khabib. I don't know what that means, man. But yeah, guys, y'all let me know what you guys were thinking about that. I'm gonna move on here. This is just a quickie, guys. This is just a quick podcast to get back acclimated with the live stream. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been on a live stream in a long time, so let me know, guys. So I'm gonna keep on going here. Upcoming title fights, 2 big ones coming up, guys. And there's one I did not put on here, and that's Valentina versus Caitlin Chukagian. I did not put that on here, which I should have. I should have put that on there. But we have Khabib versus Ferguson. Guys, MMA gods. Guys, we need to say a prayer to the MMA gods. We need to say a prayer for the MMA, to the MMA gods, to put their blessing on this fight. Let's put the blessing of the MMA gods on this fight. We need it. This fight has to happen. If Khabib beats Tony Ferguson, I believe this solidifies him as the greatest lightweight of all time. If he can beat Tony Ferguson, guys, this solidifies Khabib as the greatest lightweight of all time. King George, why you retract your message, man? Why you get rid of your message? Come on now, don't do me like that. Explain yourself. But anyways, guys, this fight has to happen. I don't want to see somebody pull out and Conor McGregor step in. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Steelers Respect 90. What's up, man? What's good with you, buddy? I don't know who you are, but what's up? This is my first time seeing you on my page, man. What is popping? What's popping? But I don't want to see Conor in there fighting for this belt. I don't, man. I'm tired of seeing Conor fight for a belt. I'm tired of hearing the rumors of Conor fighting for a belt. Now the only belt that I would love to see him fight for is the baddest motherfucker belt. I want to see Conor fight Jorge for the baddest motherfucker belt. I'm hearing rumors that Jorge's supposed to defend that belt too. I'm all for it. I'm all in on the BMF, man. I'm all in on the BMF. Steelers Respect, Tony will beat Khabib. You know, man. You know, I'm not gonna choose. I'm not gonna choose. I don't have a dog in this fight, man, because I'm a huge Khabib fan. I'm a huge Tony fan, man. Like I'm a huge Khabib fan because I like his style of fighting, and I'm a Tony Ferguson fan because I respect Tony and what he does, man. Like just how he talks so much shit. And thank you, man. Steelers, hey man, I appreciate that, buddy. But you know, Tony Ferguson is a weird man. I'm a weird man. But Ferguson is a weird man, but he talks and he backs it up. He trains hard, and people, he's like the dark horse. People count him out. They stripped him of the interim belt. You know what I'm saying? Because he got injured. I've learned a lot of respect, especially when they stripped him of the interim belt, man. I just gained a lot of respect for Ferguson, because he was bad enough to keep walking around with that belt. He was bad enough to still say he's the best in the division, and he proved it. They put so many failures in front of Tony Ferguson, so many reasons for him to fail. They put the best fighters in front of him too. They gave him Anthony Pettis. They gave him Cowboy Cerrone. They put killers in front of Tony Ferguson to try to stop his path to Khabib. And he beat them all, man. Tony Ferguson beat them all. Like that. But guys, I've been saying, go back and watch my videos. I told you guys the key to beating Khabib is the scramble. what position you end up in after the scramble. When Khabib scrambles, it's up to you. It's up to them, because that's where he gets people. Is the scramble. He ends up on top of you, and you end up either on your butt or you end up on your back. I'm telling you guys, man. And Tony Ferguson is the best, is arguably the best scrambler in the lightweight division. So let's see. Let's see what Steelers Respect had to say. Did you see the video tournament about down here a few weeks ago? See, yeah, man. See, that's the thing Tony can't be doing. That's what I'm saying. Tony out here being reckless, man. Tony need to be in a padded room. Tony need to be in a padded room and make sure he don't do nothing before this fight. Don't do nothing. Don't step over nothing. Don't let him walk close to the sidewalk. He may krill his ankle. Don't let him do nothing. Put him in a padded suit and put him in a padded room. If Tony beats Khabib, he should move up to welterweight for another belt. He has clean up like, man, you know what? I've said the same thing, and I would like to see Tony Ferguson not cut that much weight, because Tony Ferguson cuts a lot of weight, and you can see it on Tony Ferguson when he cuts that weight. But Tony Ferguson is such a freak of nature with insane amount of willpower that nothing slows this guy. I've seen this guy get rocked. I've seen this guy get chin checked. I've seen Tony Ferguson, you know what I'm saying, in positions where you just think, oh, this shit is over. This shit is over. You know what I'm saying? This shit is over. And Tony Ferguson comes out on top. Guys, a very interesting statistic that I ran across the other day. The last time Tony Ferguson lost a fight was before women fought in the UFC. The last time Tony Ferguson lost a fight, women were not fighting in the UFC. Think about that, y'all. Think about, yeah, man. Offensive wrestling. I'm telling you, it's the scramble, bro. It is the scramble. The scramble is how you end up after the scramble is the thing. How you end up after the scramble is how you're gonna end up beating Khabib. That's the only way. Because people try to stand and trade with Khabib, they fail. People try to grapple with Khabib, they fail. It's just failure all the way around. It's failure all the way around, man, because Khabib is just that good of a fighter. And, you know, that's why I kept saying, guys, I don't see any way, anything that Conor is going to do that's going to phase Conor, that's going to phase Khabib in this fight. I just knew that was going to be a blowout by Khabib. I knew it. Guys, if the stream is lagging for you, close it and open it back up. I wonder if Conor hits Tony on the chin, can he recover? I think he can, man. I don't know. That's a toss-up, man. That's a toss-up. But I think that Tony Ferguson can take Conor's best shots and keep it rolling. I think he could, man. But the question is, can Conor take those elbows, those slicing elbows, and that tricky movement of Tony Ferguson? It's like you have to rock Tony Ferguson in order for him to get into the fight. Except in the fight with Cowboy. Cowboy landed a few good shots on Tony, but it wasn't nothing that really was going to stop Tony Ferguson. Because we're talking about Tony Ferguson here, guys. Probably the biggest freak of nature in the UFC. In MMA. Just a fucking freak of nature, man. That's all. He's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. But yeah, guys, if anybody got anything they want to jump on and say, the lines are open. You have to have Google Hangouts. You drop your email address into the comment section. I will send you a video call on Google Hangouts, and it will pop up on the screen. You can download it on your phone. You can download it on your laptop. It is what it is. But if you want to get in on the line, you must have Google Hangouts. So yeah, so Nurmagomedov versus Ferguson is next, guys, and you got people in the wings waiting to see what's gonna happen with this fight. You know what I mean? You got Conor waiting. You know, I mean, as much as that's worth. You have Conor waiting. You have Gaethje waiting. You know, there's a lot of guys. You have Poirier waiting. No, dude, Gleason Tebow didn't win that fight, man. I have discussed that before, man. Gleason T-Ball did not win that fight against Khabib. Khabib fair and square beat Gleason T-Ball, man. I just went back and watched that fight. I went back and watched that fight the other day because somebody was talking about it, man. And I'm telling you, dude, Khabib won that fight. Khabib for sure won that fight. And people are saying, Conor won rounds against Khabib. Did it really matter? Did it matter? He didn't win. He didn't win no rounds, man. He got his ass beat. He got his ass beat. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. All right, so I'm back. Let's see. Khabib's wrestling is only good on the fence. If you keep him in the Southern Octagon, you can beat him. Steelers respect. As true as that may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, as true as that may be, who can stop him? The only person that I think can stop him is one of two people, and that's Tony Ferguson or Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje's wrestling is very good. He just doesn't really use it. He's fell in love with his hands. You know what I'm saying? So if Gaethje can implement his wrestling and really dig deep and use his wrestling, I think Justin Gaethje could be a problem for Khabib on the ground. As far as defensive and offensive wrestling, because if he can use his defense to get off from up under Khabib, I want to see Khabib on his back. Have we ever saw Khabib on his back? We may have, guys. It may have been a fight that I missed. He's had so many fights. But have we seen Khabib on his back? I've never seen him on his back. Not once. So, I think those are two contenders that really could give him some problems. It's Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, we've seen glimpses of that in the middle with Conor, but Conor doesn't have the skill set to really offensively wrestle with Khabib. Now, when Conor stayed pretty free and clear of danger when Khabib shot for his leg in the middle of the octagon. But Khabib, being Khabib, smartly moved Conor over to the fence and completely dominated him. And the thing about Khabib, though, is when he's punching you, when he's got your legs locked and you're in a sitting position and he's punching you, it's not like the pitter-patter punches that you see and a lot of other people deliver in that position. You see punches that come from the core. Like Khabib throws those punches from his core, and those are hard punches. You can see it on the face of Edson Barboza. You can see it on the face of Dustin Poirier. They were looking like, what the fuck? Like, this dude he's got my legs wrapped up. He's chest to chest with me. And this dude is landing some heavy fucking shots. So, it's gonna take somebody to get off from up under that. And I believe that when Khabib, I believe Tony Ferguson can hurt Khabib on the feet. You know what I'm saying? If anybody can hurt Khabib on the feet, it's Tony Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be Conor. It wasn't gonna be Poirier. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be anything like that. If anybody can hurt Khabib on the feet, it would be Tony. And then when Khabib dives, Tony can take advantage of that and end up in a dominant position on the ground in the scramble. That's what I'm saying. Kevin Lee and Gregor Gillespie are future contenders who could give Khabib problems. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or what about, what's his name? The guy from Australia. Is it Dan Hooker? Dan Hooker is also showing to be a pretty good fighter as well. I don't know if Dan Hooker could give Khabib problems. I don't know if he can give Khabib problems, but Dan Hooker can be a problem for anybody in that division. I would like to see Dan Hooker versus Tony Ferguson. I would love to see Dan Hooker versus Tony Ferguson. But, Yeah, guys, it wasn't going to be Conor, and it's going to take somebody. And now Michael Johnson hurt Khabib on the feet, but he didn't have the wrestling to back it up. That's the thing. He didn't have the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take somebody that can do it all. And Tony Ferguson is the type of person that can do it all. He can do it all. He can hurt Khabib on the feet, take him down, and hurt him even more. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're going to have to tap him. I feel like you're going to have to tap him. You can't give him any sliver of hope to get back up to his feet and start his game plan all over again. You're going to have to neutralize Khabib. You're going to have to neutralize him. So, let's see here. Hold on. All right. I'm back. So the next fight I want to talk about is Dominic Reyes. You know, Dominic Reyes versus Jon Jones. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, this fight right here, this is a different type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as contenders for Jon Jones at light heavyweight, you know, I mean, it's not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It's really not a whole lot of potential there for fighters. I mean, not really a lot of competition there for let's see, guys. Hold on, I'm doing 50 things at once, guys. I'm doing 50 things at once. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Brief intermission here. Brief intermission. Brief intermission, guys. Hold with me. We about to get into some Jon Jones meat. Okay, I'm getting back to it, guys. I'm getting back to it. Let's get back to it. You know, but Reyes is he's a knockout artist. You know, he's a heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? And does he have, like, now, Jon Jones is a wrestler who's really learned how to use his striking. Really learned how to use his striking. Does Dominic Reyes have what it takes to really do anything to affect Jon Jones? Can he hurt Jon Jones? Can he take a page out of the Thiago Santos book? Because, guys, arguably, Thiago Santos won that fight. Arguably. Let's see, wait a minute, real quick, guys. Stills Respect 90 says, if a healthy Brian Ortega moves up to lightweight, he could give Khabib problems. Possibly. Jon Jones will beat Reyes by TKO or submission. I mean, that's possible, man. Like, that's possible that he could beat Reyes, you know, that way. But I don't really see Jon Jones throwing punches with a whole lot of power behind him. But then again, I was wrong about Israel Adesanya because he damn sure knocked out Robert Whittaker. I mean, he damn sure knocked out Robert Whittaker. He knocked him the fuck out. But I do feel, guys, you know what I'm saying, that the most powerful punches that come from Jon Jones are the kicks and the elbows. Those are the most powerful strikes that are coming from Jon Jones. But I do think that Thiago Santos, you know, wrote the book on how to beat John Jones, because he flurried him, and he would throw those big shots, and John Jones was rolling with a lot of them, but Thiago Santos was in there with John Jones, man, and to consider how fucked up he was as far as his body giving out on him, John Jones landing those front leg kicks, those front leg side kicks, man. Those things are dangerous, man. Those things are dangerous. Those things are dangerous, man. And they shred your legs. And a big, powerful light heavyweight, man, taking those kicks to the legs, to the knees like that, you know, that's gonna fuck up their base, man. And for John Jones in the fight with Thiago Santos, that was his saving grace. Was those kicks to the leg, those front leg side kicks, were his saving grace in that fight. Because Thiago Santos was in there with John Jones. And even with the injuries, he was still in there with John Jones. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, because it wasn't a dominant performance. It wasn't a dominant performance by either one of them. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they gave that to John Jones because you couldn't really see it either way. So I give it to the champion. I do feel like that, man. Let's see. Steelers Respect says, if Conor beats Jorge, how long will a Conor versus Usman fight last? Yeah, I mean, I think I would have to. That's a hard one, man, because I don't think that Kamaru Usman's going to try to stand and trade with Conor. He's going to work his bread and butter just like he did with Tyron Woodley. He's going to take him down. He's going to dominate him with top position. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the route that he would take versus trying to go toe to toe with Conor McGregor. Because like I said, Conor McGregor does have that left hand. So I feel like he would go to his bread and butter with his wrestling, take Conor down, and just beat him up. You know, I don't think that Usman would try to submit him. I don't think he would try to be fancy with it. I think he would just straight up just dominate him on the ground. Position over submission. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it would be more like a position over submission type ordeal. I feel like Usman would use his wrestling, stay on top, beat him up. If the submission would present itself, I believe that Kamaru Usman would take it, but I just feel like he would just beat Conor up. You know what I'm saying? He would press him up against the cage, take him down. Because one thing about Conor that he can't defend, Conor sucks at defending a double leg. You know what I mean? He sucks at defending a double leg. And once you lock up a double leg on Conor, he don't really have an answer for it. I mean, Khabib took him down. You know, I mean, he's been taken down a lot. He doesn't defend a double leg very well. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Reyes versus John Jones. It's not a whole lot of thought that goes into this fight. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But as far as picking a winner of Jones versus Reyes, I think if I have to put money on it, I'm gonna have to go with John Jones. You know what I'm saying? I think John Jones could for sure outpoint Dominic Reyes. He could. I feel like he could outpoint Dominic Reyes, squeak by, and come out with a decision if he doesn't get caught. Because Dominic Reyes is a bad motherfucker. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the competition, and if they're picking from what's left in the competition in that division for John Jones, I feel like Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith at the top of that heap. They're at the top. They're at the top. You know what I'm saying? As far as contenders, top contenders in this division. So we'll see, guys. Let's see. I think the stream may be lagging. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Oh boy. Okay. All right, guys. So if I had to pick a winner between Khabib and Ferguson, man, I can't really pick. I can't really pick a winner in that fight, man, because that fight is a toss up. I'm a fan of both, and I don't want to pick either one. If I had to pick one, it's Dominic Reyes.